In the day's other news, Pete Buttigieg easily won Senate confirmation to be the Secretary of Transportation. The former South Bend, Indiana mayor and presidential candidate is the first openly gay person to be confirmed by the Senate for a cabinet post. Meanwhile, the Senate Veteran Affairs Committee approved Dennis McDonough's nomination for VA Secretary and sent it to the full Senate. The White House announced plans today to ship 1 million doses of coronavirus vaccines to some 6,500 pharmacies nationwide. COVID coordinator Jeff Zients said shipments begin next week.
This will provide more sites for people to get vaccinated in their communities, and it's an important component to delivering vaccines equitably. Sites are selected based on their ability to reach some of the populations most at risk for severe illness from COVID-19. Including socially vulnerable communities.
Meanwhile, Russian scientists reported that Russia's Sputnik vaccine is 91% effective. COVID vaccination sites across the northeastern U.S. are reopening after a major winter storm passed. The system pushed deeper into New England today. It had dumped 17 inches of snow in New York and up to 30 in New Jersey. Plow drivers in Pennsylvania and elsewhere kept busy clearing parking lots and streets today, and people struggled to dig out cars. In Russia today, a court ordered opposition leader Alexei Navalny back to prison for more than 2.5 years. After an argumentative hearing, he gestured a heart to his wife. The court found that he violated probation on an embezzlement charge that he says was fabricated. The decision was widely condemned, including by the new Biden administration.
What has happened with Mr. Navalny specifically, what has happened with the mass detentions of those who have bravely taken to the streets in the aftermath of Mr. Navalny's arrest. And of course, all of that we will account for in determining an appropriate policy course.
We'll take a closer look at the story after the news summary. The U.S. State Department now says what happened in Myanmar on Sunday was indeed a military coup. That finding today triggers a review of U.S. aid to the former Burma. Meanwhile, Aung San Suu Kyi, Myanmar's ousted civilian leader, remains under detention. Back in this country, 2 FBI agents were killed and 3 wounded in South Florida in one of the deadliest days in FBI history. They were trying to serve a warrant involving violence against children. The suspected gunman died after a standoff in a Fort Lauderdale suburb. A SWAT team stormed the apartment building where he was barricaded. In business news, Amazon announced that Jeff Bezos will step down as CEO later this year. He will become executive chairman instead. Bezos has been CEO since the founding of the company nearly 30 years ago. Now he is one of the world's richest people. Big tech and banks pushed Wall Street higher today. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 475 points to close at 30,687. The Nasdaq rose 209 points, and the S&P 500 added 52. And 2 passings of note. Britain's Captain Tom Moore has died after contracting COVID-19. The World War II veteran became an online sensation early in the pandemic, doing laps in his backyard to raise $40 million for healthcare workers. Captain Tom Moore was 100 years old. There's also word that award-winning actor Hal Holbrook died last month in Beverly Hills, California. He won 5 Emmys and a Tony and gained movie fame as Deep Throat in the 1976 Watergate thriller All the President's Men. But he may be best known as Mark Twain in a one-man show that spanned 6 decades.
When the urge to exercise comes over me, I lie down until it passes away. Now, as for drinking, I have very strict rules about that. When others drink, I like to help.
Hal Holbrook was 95 years old.
This is the PBS NewsHour from WETA Studios in Washington and in the West from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State University.